All right, cool. We'll get warm, guys. We obviously need our shoulders warm. We need to be warm overhead. We need our hips warm. We need our backs warm. The thing that people find the hardest and the limiting thing for most people is the hang clean. All right, so from above the knee to that rack position. That gets heavy fast, man. We'll talk about some strategies and stuff in a second. But what we'll do, guys, really, really basic. We'll start in that downward dog stretch. Downward dog, work hard on opening the shoulders and the spine. You're going to blow away. So let's go. About 30 seconds of downward dog, opening your shoulders. Let's go. Really focus those shoulders. Spread your fingers as well, so you're warming up through your forearms, but you're really trying to open your shoulder joint as best you can. Both shoulders. So bend your knees if you need to really push your head and chest through to your thighs. Keep working that, guys. Just want to be able to get those bells overhead. The more you can get overhead, the easier life's going to be for you, as opposed to pushing them out in front of you. Just keep working that. Okay, then from that position, guys, start working the knee joint. You might make it slightly higher or narrow downward dog. Squash down into that beast kind of position. Flex, extend the knees. Flex, extend the knees. Do that 10 times. So you're trying to warm your knee joint up, but then also push it all the way back. So you're flexing the knee, and then you're extending the knee, working your bum and hamstrings. Nice. So 10 of those, and then, guys, from there, you can either do the diaphragm or wobble push-ups, or you can just hit the shapes. So then work through your shoulder joint. Here, you go, lock it down with dog, push through, drop your hips in, back up again. So it's that kind of into push-up or diaphragm or push-up, or you can just go top, bottom, top, bottom. So working your hips, working your shoulders. 10 times, please. And you can really push the floor away hard. Active shoulders as you push the floor away. That generally means you elevate your scapula. Push up hard, push up hard. On the 10th one, walk yourself back into your squat. Not been there yet. Just going to find your squat. Squat to hinge. Talking about the hinge today. Hinge. Squat and hinge. Squat and hinge. 10 times. You can stand up in between it. Open up your hips. But just really feel that flight into your hamstrings. Stretch into your lower back.
You mute other people. I can barely hear you, BJ. Can you mute everyone?
Sorry, can I mute everyone?
Yeah, can you mute everyone, please? Thanks.
I was enjoying the noise. Mute all, yep, all done. If you need me, unmute yourselves. Okay, so 10 of those guys, really focus on the hamstrings, and then spend some time there. Spend some time in that kind of fold where you're just working here. Work your hands around to the left, work your hands around to the right, bend one knee, straighten the other, pull yourself down. Just get that little bit of elasticity, kind of pliability into your butt and hamstrings, into your spine. Cool, guys. And then hands back down, downward dog kind of shape. So from downward dog, dragon, world's best stretch. Walk your hands back up. So you're going through that hinge again, other leg. Down, that arm turns up. Walk back. Work your posture again. 5 each side, so 10 altogether. That arm turns up. The last one each side, maybe spend about 5 to 10 seconds on each side, just opening up the shoulders, pull them back, stretching your chest off, keep pushing away with the hand that's on the floor, so really make that long and kind of stabilize across that shoulder joint, and then as you open up the other one. Nice. right, cool. And then, yeah, guys, if you need to do anything else, so let's say your shoulders aren't, you know, say you need a bit more, you've got to stand, you know, probably, you know, try and hold a couple of seconds, kind of drop one arm here, drop the other arm here to the table, whatever you need to, just try and open the shoulders. So it could be a child pose, it could be standing, it could be using a wall, using the floor. The idea is you're trying to open that shoulder as best you can, however you can. Okay. So make your way back to your feet, guys. So generally, for the deadlift, you know, portion, when you high rep deadlifting, you want to make it more about the hinge than both. Regular deadlift where you kind of put the weight kind of fairly equal between the knees and hips. When you're cycling like heavier weights or lots of them, you tend to be more in a hinge, right? So the hip joint goes back and forward. So what we're going to do now is just hand quite slowly, feet press down your hips, break back nice and flat, stand forward. Make sure you're sitting nice. Stretch, stand, stretch, stand. So effectively remaining in deadlift. So just practice that. Knees bend a little bit. Just warm that up. Doesn't have to give any weight yet. Just really push your bum back and chin forward. So back staying nice and flat, nice and tight. And you're just practicing getting that real elasticity going through your hamstrings and butt. And you almost want to be just touching them on the floor, coming right back. So it's almost like a bowstring. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Sweet. All right, cool. Cool. Now, guys, what I want you to do is to grab your implements, whatever they are, and just do 10 deadlifts or 10 stiff leg deadlifts. Now, ideally, you want them to be going outside your feet. So you end up going towards your lateral malleolus, that ankle joint there. So you're almost pushing them backwards. That allows you to hinge. Bang, bang, quite important. And that doesn't matter what implement you've got. If you've got a bar, you're pushing it, almost scraping it down your shins. Kettlebells are suitcasing, 10 lifts. Let's go.
If you have one dumbbell, what is the best option?
Yeah, you can suitcase it, G. You can kind of say down the side like that. Okay. So, because if it's only light, maybe do twice as many rounds. Or instead of 5 rounds, I'd do 8 if you only had one implement. Okay, so just make sure that feels good, guys. Make sure your back's staying nice and flat. Again, it's a glute and hamstring exercise. Your spine stays the same. You shouldn't be feeling it too much here. It's going to blow up anyway, but you just, you know, make sure that you're really using the dominant muscles around here. So your glutes, your spine stays still. You don't want to be reaching out in front, all right? Right down by your base of support, which is here. All right. Okay, cool. All right, now, guys, now, you've all got different things. So hand clean should be higher than the knees, right? So all you're going to do, you can, if you've got kettlebells, generally the best option is to go between the legs to the shoulders. Dumbbells is kind of just from there to there. Barbell, obviously, from above the knee, catching in a hang power. So, yeah, whatever that is, do 5 reps. What I want you to practice, though, is when you extend, when you lift it, get some air out, breathe, before you pop it back off your shoulders. Practice that. It's going to be really important. So 5 reps, if you've got one implement, Jeep, you might just do 3 and 3 for the warm-up. Okay, cool. Shake that out. So who else is only using one implement? G-Biz, Jonathan is. Guys, what you might do, because I know that yours is heavy for you, Jonathan, for one, but what you might do is you might increase the reps a little bit. So you might do 16 and you might do that as one round. So you might do 8 and 8. So you just add a little bit, not quite, you know, it's 12, so not quite, well, that ends up being about another 25%. But however you work that out, just add a little bit more to each of the reps for each round and then half them each round. So you're still going to do 5 rounds, but effectively with one bell, you're kind of doing a little bit more work because you've only got one bell and it's lighter. Does that kind of make sense?
But did you, sorry, if is it 8, or?
Well, I'd say yes. No, normally it's 12,
Okay.
but because of what it is, I go 8, 8. So you're doing 16 each round, as in 8 one hand, then 8 the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then instead of 9, you might be doing 12 there. So you might be doing 6 hand cleans one hand, 6 hand cleans the other hand, and then you might do something like 8 and 8, or 5 and 5, which might be for the overheads.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna have to get a sense of that. I don't know. It all depends on how heavy that weight is for you. Here's something. We're going to warm up overhead in a minute, but this is when everyone's thinking about their weights, and if you do have options and what you're going to do. A good goal is to try and do 11 plus 1, and then maybe try and get just those hand cleans in 1 to 2 sets. And then once you're overhead, once you're at your rack, you ideally only want to be able to do 6 unbroken, okay? Because that's a nice strategy to have. So I don't know how that fits with everyone's workload. That's what most people are aiming to try and get done with their weights. Look, that all falls to shit in rounds 4 and 5. You try and hold that in the first 3 rounds. Does that make sense? Cool. Yeah, go for it, buddy. Yeah. All right, now, up on your shoulders, guys, up on your rack. What are you going to do? Yeah, some of you don't have the option to warm up with lighter weights, so let's just get into whatever you're doing. Shoulder to overhead. Catch and stick if you're jerking, dip and drive if it's push press. Practice your breath here. Practice getting some air out. DT is all about moving slow to moving fast, if that makes sense. Making sure you can breathe throughout the whole thing. Andreas, you got to sub 10, didn't you, last year, you and Ollie, when you were going for it in the gym? Obviously with the barbell.
Yeah, I think so. Should be faster now, that's for sure.
Yeah, this should be a bit faster, man. Like it is, like, you know, I was a lot faster with the 224s, for example, not a lot, but it was about almost 90 seconds off. All right. So how's everyone feeling? Does everyone understand what I was just chatting about with that strategy? With the deadlifts, don't do 12. Do 11, because then you have to pick it up before you do a hand clean anyway. You know, so you might do 6 and 5 and then drop it. Then you've got to pick it up before you do a hand clean anyway. You're picking it up before you do your first hand clean. Does that make sense? Otherwise, you end up doing 13 reps. Okay. Likewise with the shoulder to overhead, with the hand cleans before the shoulder to overhead, you've got 9 hand cleans, except for Jonathan and Nurissa, but you've got 9. So that rep before the last one, if you need to, dump it, then take on 8. So you might do 5 and 3, you might get through all 8, whatever it is, and then this is 9 to get you into position. You can do that as a power clean, whatever. It is an extra rep somewhere, but it's an extra deadlift, not an extra full rep. That's number 9 in the hang. Bang. All right, and then try and get through 6, because, you know, particularly with you, Nick, where you can rest it there. Same with, you know, your dumbbells. If you can rest them there, try and rest there rather than having to pick it up again. So you're just going to cost yourself more reps. Does that make sense?
DJ, if we have one increment, do you recommend going through the deadlift, hang, overhead one hand, and then do the other hand?
No, I'd go and do the 16, like so, as in 8 with one hand, 8 with the other. So you're kind of adding more and then halving the reps. But you could do it the other way as well. Look, it's a slightly different workout, but I'd rather you kept to 5 rounds, add a few more reps in each round, and get both hands done in each round.
Within each round, should I do the right hand first, then that 10? So I do effectively 10 rounds, all broken.
Yeah. Well, that's if you're counting one hand per round, but I wouldn't count those rounds. I'd go 8,
Okay.
16, and then get those done both hands. Then get those done one hand, get that done the other hand, if that makes sense. And that's one round.
Okay.
That's 5 times in total. Is that cool? It does look. It doesn't matter if it's not. Like, you know, you're going to get a good workout anyway. But you know, however you're mixing it up. But I'd try and get through it that way. Everyone else is good. Damien, you're good. Ivo's good. Narissa's good. Naroski, you missed the first part, but you know what's going on.
Yeah, and I rode my bike to get here, so I'm very warm.
Okay, cool. All right, that's good then. And then who we got? Okay, cool. Yeah. Andreas is good. I've seen him warm up. Jonathan's got, yeah, fine. Diane, you good? Not really spoken to you yet. All right. All right. We're all good, guys. Make sure you breathe. In 3, 2, 1, go. Bum back, bum forwards. Bum back, bum forwards. Just hinge. Nice, guys. Just think about squeezing your bum. Quads and hips to the top. Quads and glutes. Really good. Nice, Nick. Keep those abs tight, buddy. Try not to let your back move too much. Nice, guys. So 12, 9, and 6. Nice, Damien. Good. They look good, mate. Get them up on the shoulders. Nice. Nice, Ivo. Nice. Yeah, and then when you get in overhead, all of your overhead now, Andreas, Diane, just breathe. Try to keep getting some air out. Nice, Wang. Get some air out. Nice. So everyone's done their Jeeps, finishing off the first round. Nice. Everyone's done a round. Good. Nice, Narosky. Good. So 5 rounds, people. Let's move. Good. Is it too light, Narosky?
Too heavy. I've been humbled by quarantine.
Mate, DT is very humbling. You kind of don't go out too fast, but then somewhere in the middle, you've just got to talk to yourself and keep moving. Because then the world falls apart. Rounds 4 and 5 get very ugly. Do your best to breathe. Do your best to try and open your shoulder on those jerks right from early. Nick's going to fly through. He's in his 3rd round already. Nice, Nick. Nice, nice, Alicia. I'm going to throw something in there. If things are too light, let's make it a minimum of going for 10 minutes. So that might be unique. Try to make it a 10-minute workout. I think because that's probably what you want it to be. Get some air in, Andreas. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Same Wang. Just get some air in and go, buddy. Try and slow things down. Although fast tips as you stand up. Fast tips as you clean. Everything else is breathing. Don't rush the down phase on any of it. Nice, Ivo. Really good, guys. Nice, Nick. Keep trying to use your legs, mate. Use your legs as best you can. You know, your back's like, you don't want to blow it up. Bum back, jump, jump. Yeah, man. Treat it like a big clean. Yeah, that's better, buddy. Come on, Rosky. Boom. Hinge, 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 hinge. Nice, Ivo. Yes, Jeeb, good girl. Nice. Jake's looking good, man. Nice, Diane. Nice, Jonathan. Get some air in, Andreas. Breathe, 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 breathe. And that's the 5-minute mark, guys. That's Matt Fraser finished. Nice over. So yeah, with those strings, mate, really stick your bum back, really hinge, snap those hips. Nice, Jeep. Good hinge. Bum back, bum forward. Let's go, Naroski. Nice thing. Nice, guys. Little goals, try to get through that exercise before you move to the next. When you finish the exercise, get some air in. Try and use your nose, suck some air in. Positive chat to yourselves, guys. If you have to tell yourself to pick those bells up. Keep telling yourself you can pick them up. Nice, guys. Really good. 7 minutes. Nice, Ivo. Nice, Damien. Yeah, man. Nice overhead. Use those legs. Good. Open the shoulder to the top. Abs tight. Nice, G. Nice, Naroski. Good. Yeah, really nice. 7.5.
Time.
Done at 7:35. Nice, Jonathan. Nice, Andres. Yes, Diane. Eight minutes, guys. Most you're on track for that 10 to 12-minute mark. Nick, I think, is probably finished, but looking at getting those extras in. 8:15. Nice, G. Looking good. You done, Ivo?
I was the one that told the time, 7:30.
That was you. Sorry. Okay. Hey, keep going. Go for another 90 seconds. Let's go. Get another round in. Treat it. That's what I mean. Like, let's treat it as a 10-minute AMRAP if it's quite light for you. You've done well, but let's just keep going, mate. Another 75 seconds for you, buddy. Nice, guys. Nice, Andreas. Nice, Wang. That's you done, Wang. Right, about 8:55, mate. Nice, Diane. Andreas done? Yeah, good man. About 9. Really good. Nice, guys. Yeah, nice, Alicia. Nice long arms on those cleans. For those of you who are time capping yourself at 10 minutes, there's 30 seconds left, but everyone else is finishing. Yeah, I think that's Nick and Ivo. Nice, guys. Yeah, it looks like work now, Nick. Looks like a warm-up at the start. Good on you. You done, Alicia? One more, okay. 9:50. That's 10 minutes now, guys. So, Ivo, yeah, mate, stop that there, cut that there. Nice, Damien. Done, Jeep? Done, good girl.
Done.
Dane, you done?
Time.
Done, nice. It's 10:20 now on the clock, so take some time off that. Really good. No, Alicia's done. Good, good girl. 10:30. Nice, guys. Really good. Really, really good. Take your time. Take your time. So it is slightly different animal to the 70 kilo barbell, but it's hard nonetheless. You might end up having some bruises around your kind of collarbone and shoulders, depending on what implement you use. It tends to smash you up a little bit. Just take your time, guys. We're going to stretch. We're going to lie down in a second. We're going to stretch our lower backs out. Just give it about another 30 seconds, and we'll get stuck into that. It's just be able to lie on your back and tuck your knees to your chest. Really nice, guys. It's, as I said, this week it's kind of, you know, there's like a spare week, so this week's a bit of a transition, but there's a lot of benchmarks and different things in there. So things you've done before may not have done them, you know, the same way previously, but they're still there. All right, lie on your backs, guys, and just tuck your knees to your chest, and just pull your knees to your chest as hard as you can. Just keep your pressing. Like if you roll if you like to, just keep pulling your knees to your chest for about 30 seconds or so. Just tuck in hard. Let one leg down and just grab one knee or front of your shin and pull that knee to your armpit. And then guys, take that almost like a pigeon. We do it this way. So flip it across. Grab the outside of the end, put the knee, push away. The rotators. Play around. All right, then change legs. The other leg. Pull that to your chest on the shin. Pull that to your armpit. Knee should be pretty much to your armpit. It's all right. I'm alive. My phone, a bit windy. Okay, cool. Now undo that, guys. You're going to be lying on your back. Cross your right, bend your knees, cross your right leg over your left. Should be a triangle. Put your right hand through that triangle. Drop your fingers and push it again. Pull your knees to chest as hard as you can. Keep pulling hard. Okay, take that inside that hand out. Push away. So once inside the triangle, you push with one arm, pull with the other. So lock that elbow if you can. Change legs. Leg goes down. And one comes over. And go through the triangle, go around the outside, pull that knee to your chest as hard as you can. And take that hand out of the triangle, push with that hand, push with the other. And then, guys, on your hands and knees, you're going to stretch your forearms or your wrists. So fingers back towards you. Sit back. Move around. Then we like all different types of places around the wrist and forearm. And then go the other way. Back your hands down. Straighten those elbows out. Your elbows forward, pointing back. Going that way. Switching over the forearm flexors, wrist extensors. And then, depending on where you're at, you might want to get into that downward dog kind of position to open your shoulder. If you've got a wall or a table or something that works really well, you can do it in child pose. Try to open up the shoulders. Roski's back in the gym. You're the only person there.
I'm at the office.
I was at the office gym. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's all right. The perks of being a functional fitness sports attire brand. Sport Lux. What do you call yourselves? What is Snowball's mandate? Are you Sport Lux?
What's that?
Sport Lux.
No.
Isn't that
Regular.
a thing?
No,
Kind of,
I've never heard of that.
Training kit, Sport Lux. Jeeve knows all about it. The Gucci trainers, boutiques, Peloton classes. That's all the rage. How are we all doing, guys? That's tough. Good on you. You might want to stretch your shoulders in other ways, but good work. Cool.
Can you hang around for a bit, BJ?
Sorry?
Can you hang around for a bit? Or I can call you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, cool, man. Just give us a shout on WhatsApp.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right, see you guys.